Hi guys! Right, today we are going to be drawing
a personalised Pikachu.
a personalised Pikachu. So Pikachu you can draw, put your name on, and you can cut out, put on things, or make it into a card. So what you need, pencil, rubber, and some colouring pens or pencils. Okay, let's go! So we're going to draw Pikachu. Okay. First thing what we want to do is he's got a funny shaped head, Pikachu. Okay, it's round, but he's got fat bits at the bottom. Okay. So the best way that I could describe it is he looks a bit like a squashed marshmallow. His head shape. Okay. So start at the top, yeah, and draw a little line like this. Yeah. That's it. Lovely. And we're going to keep bringing it round and down on the sides, yeah, and then once you get to about halfway, yeah, like that, so once you get to about halfway, there's a little bump sticks out, and that's his cheeks, like that, yeah, you see? Cool. So once we got that in, time for some ears, right? So we'll go, these ears are kind of like leaves, they're like leaf shaped, yeah? Long leaves. So what we're going to do, we'll go up like that, and then up like that. That's it, get them right to the top. You could do this now as well, put a little line there, me as well, that's the black tip on his ear, yeah? Then on the other side, you don't have to make the ears the same angle, yeah? So you could have maybe one up, one down, one slightly to the side. So if you don't get them perfectly straight, it's okay, but try and make them about the same size. If you look at the points on his head where you start the ears from, try and keep them about the same places, yeah? So bring that down to roughly about the same place, and just on the tip as well, that's his black tip there. Don't worry if you make little mistakes, because we can rub them out because we're working in pencil to start with. Right, so at the top of where his cheeks start, that's where his nose goes, okay? And Pikachu has a little round, kind of a, well, depending on which pictures you look at, but he only has a little round nose, like that, Tamsin, yeah. Make it a little bit wider. You can always change it once you get there. Now, his eyes are quite important. Pikachu's eyes are quite wide apart and they're round. So let's try and sketch one in. So if you look at where his eye is, his nose is, where you put your nose, and where his cheek is, his eye goes somewhere in the middle, yeah? And the bottom of the eye goes somewhere in the middle between his nose and his cheek. Okay, so use that dot as a guide. Yeah, and I know, look, if you watch me there, Tamsin, I know roughly that there, the bottom of his eye, looks like that, yeah? See him again here? You do yours? It's one of the trickiest things to do, I think, in drawing, is get two circles the same size. You always do one, and then go to do the other one looks a bit,
One's longer than the other one, mine.
Well, round that one off, yeah. How scary does Pikachu look with white eyes look? So scary. So I've just made that there, so I'll just quickly rub along there. There. Right, I'm quite happy with that. It could do with being a little bit straighter, but let's move on to the next bit. So a little bit down from his nose. I'll wait for you. You got yours, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah.
So a little bit down from his nose. So you want about, you know how we put the curves in? Yeah. You want about 1/3. So look, that's 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. Yeah. 1/3 down, draw a little dot under his nose, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a curve, and it needs to go from just like that to the edge of his eye. See the distance? That's it. Perfect. And then do the same going the other way. Super. On each of his cheeks, what does he have?
Yeah.
Has two circles. That's his little red cheeks, doesn't he? He's like, that's where his electricity comes from, doesn't it? From the cheeks. So let's draw the two circles on. It's not a full circle. Can you see how it goes? Yeah, it's like kind of a squashed circle. Yeah.
Like one side's a bow.
That's okay, you know, because it adds a little bit of character. What we want to do next is the top of the heart. Yeah, because he's going to be holding the heart, and that's where you're going to put your name. Yeah. So draw a dot in the middle, down from the mouth. Yeah, and just below the bottom of your lines. That's it. Lovely. That'll be it. So from there, we're going to do our top of our heart, and it's going to curve out like that. Yeah. Now this is a good cheat of a way of drawing Pikachu. If you draw him holding stuff, you don't have to draw all of his body, you see. Draw a little line if you like. You look down at the bottom, say here. When you draw little lines like this, they're called construction lines, and when you're drawing your pictures, you can just rub them out when you're finished. That's excellent. That's looking good. So what I was saying about the cheating, let's draw on here, on this edge, about here. Yeah, are you watching? I'm going to draw look like an egg. Yeah, I'm going to draw another egg on the other side as well. Yeah, beautiful. And the thing about Pikachu, he has big fat arms and tiny little hands. So look, they'll do his two thumbs, just little triangles like that. Beautiful. And then he's got 4 little fingers, right? And they are kind of like rounded off triangles a little bit. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then same on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So he's got his little fat hands, his little fat fingers holding our big fat heart. Now, this is the clever bit. Because we drew the heart, we don't have to draw all of his body. So do 2 curvy lines coming off the bottom of your heart around about this area here. Yeah? You got them?
Yeah.
Now, with the feet, do that first. Like, looks like a T stuck on you. That's it. And that'll give you an idea of where to draw the bottom of the foot. So if you follow down here, so see the T that we've drawn?
Yeah.
If you follow down here, and then just do a little straight line there, and then follow down and do a little straight line there. That's going to be where his feet start. Yeah, so you line it up and follow down and start about here. Lovely. Beautiful. Right, so Pikachu has big flat feet, yeah, because he's going to be sat here and he's looking from underneath. So what we'll do is from that little line there, we draw all the way up and around like that, and his feet are quite pointy. Yeah, nice big feet. Again, Pikachu, I've seen him with tiny weeny feet, I've seen him with big feet, but generally he has quite big feet. That's it. Take your time. Lovely. Right, at the bottom, his bum, yeah, at the bottom of his legs, you want to curve out a little bit, and then it's going to come up with a curve in the middle. That's where he sat, you see here. So that's the curve in the middle. So don't worry about that, but get this bit right. This is the bottom of his leg, and it curves up, meets the curve in the middle, back down, up to there. So it's a bit like, if you look at this line here, it looks a bit like a sad face. You go,
Oh, yeah.
See the
like
sad mouth?
Mustache.
Yeah. That's it. Now, depending on where you've put your Pikachu on your paper, this is where you do the fun bit, and that's his tail. Right, so what I'm going to do up here, and probably the same place for you, is I'm going to put a line like that, and then down. That's it, keep going, and down. Now I'm going to bring that back in, but not all the way to his head, so bring it in towards his hand. That's it, stop there. Then we're going to go out again, and then we're going to bring it back in, and it's going to be just the gap under his tail. It's under his hand here. So that's the kind of place I want to aim for. Let's see if I can join the two up. Boop. Beautiful. Nice. So that lets us see that he's got his tail there, but it's behind him, and he's sat in front of it, so it gives some depth. Now, this is what will bring Pikachu to life, because he looks a bit like a zombie at the moment, doesn't he?
But his eyeballs.
He's got two bright highlights on his eyes. So if we draw some circles, and you want to draw them in the top corner, quite big, nice. Now because these are highlights and they're not actually part of his eye, it doesn't matter if yours are bigger or smaller. Yes, see how happy he looks now?
He looks cute.
He looks cute. So we've got a good outline drawn in. Now, what I like to do is, before I do anything else, I like to do my lines outside. So if you've got some pens, pencils or whatever, get your blackest pencil that you have, or your blackest pen. Now, for this one we're going to do black because he's a good cartoon character. You could use brown to make him look more kind of friendly and soft. Actually, I'll do brown to show you what it looks like,
And
okay?
I'll do black.
So I can see this here now, and a good tip is if you can see and you're going to draw over it with a lighter colour other than black, slightly rub your pencil out first, just so you can still see it. Yeah, I can still see all of this, what's going on here.
Oh, because then the pencil will show through.
The pencil will show through your pen if the pen isn't dark enough. So off we go. We're going to do some lines now, and then we'll come back once that's done. So off we go. So who do you think the cutest Pokemon is?
I think Pikachu and Eevee are quite cute. But then so is Jigglypuff. But then he doesn't act it.
No, he's not cute though, is he? He's quite mean.
Jigglypuff.
He's quite a horrible little, terrible little thing.
I would like to get put to sleep by Jigglypuff if I was tired.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he just causes havoc, doesn't he, with that? His songs, he just sings and knocks people out, and then what's he do? Draws on the faces.
Yeah, he draws mustaches on them.
Draws mustaches on and stuff. Sounds like your Nana Mary. Nana Mary does that when people fall asleep. Does your poor granddad always wakes up with his mustaches drawn on him and stuff. Maybe Nana Mary's a Jigglypuff. If you get to a bit, that's looking really good, Tamsin. That looks really, really good. If you get to a bit that you find a little bit tricky to get your hand to, turn your paper. Yeah, I do that a lot. I think it helps loads. Beautiful. Right, so we've got that down. Yeah. So see how I've done the outlines in brown?
Yeah.
And I've done round the edge of his heart in red. I've done his eyes in black. So what I'm going to do, I've got my other colours now. We'll get the colouring in. Let's sketch out what we want to write on our heart. Yeah? So what are you going to put on your... Are you going to write...
I think I should put my name.
You want to put your name on? I might put coffee, because that's what I love. I might write coffee on here.
Coffee Colin.
I love coffee. Or what else? Well, Xbox. Should I put
Sleep.
Xbox?
You love your bed.
Sleep. I do love sleep. Yes, sleep. Right. So let's get on with the rest of the colouring. Yeah. So I'm gonna do my Pikachu in yellow. Mm-hmm. You've got your yellow pencil?
Yes, I have my yellow pencil.
Excellent. Okay, so this is them all coloured in, yeah? Yeah. So turn around, there we go. And that's them all done. If you bring it in, look what we've done. So look how happy we've made her Pikachu here. Tamsin's Pikachu is mega happy. We did an open mouth, put the tongue inside, make him look really happy. And I added some shadows, just using orange around the bits where the lights aren't coming from. So there we go. That is how you draw yourself a Pikachu. Very good. Okay. If you liked it, share the video. Yeah, share it around. Tell everybody how to draw it, and what we will do. See you later. Bye bye. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.